Good kill, good kill. Hey, good kill.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be looking at a new campaign that's anticipated to come out with the next update. It's not fully confirmed yet, but that's what the schedule looks like. It's called MiG Killers by Reflected Simulations. It's basically a tutorial for dogfighting, talking about different tactics and that kind of stuff. So you can definitely learn a lot with this if you're interested in that. Today we're going to be looking at two different scenarios. We're going to be looking at the loose deuce and the defensive loose deuce. So let's go ahead and get started.
Setup is the same as last time. 20-mile run-in with the fighter is a mile and a half of beam. The goal is to bracket the bandit, force him to pick one fighter to attack. That fighter becomes the engaged fighter, the other one pulls up into the egg. Now when you go up like that, you're not looking in the cockpit, you're not looking at the gauges. It's strictly hands, feet, and rudder while you're keeping track of what's outside. You get up there about 160 or 170 knots and you should probably start feeding in rudder to end up on your back. You want to pull out inside your missile's envelope. The engaged fighter's job is to maintain offensive pressure on the bandit to force into a predictable flight path for the free fighter, without increasing the risk of becoming defensive. Once it's trapped in a serious defensive situation, the engaged fighter becomes more of a hindrance than an asset to the free fighter. The engaged fighter should use everything you've learned so far about fighting a MiG. 2-circle, lag pursuit, lag rolls. The engagement may develop into a flat or rolling scissors, two pilots swirling around each other, one trying to spit the other out in front. Just put your adversary on a precise spot on your canopy and hold him there. Don't deviate. Use your canopy like a protractor. Even the slightest variation will throw the pilot out of the enemy's plane of turn, let him get away or possibly spit you out in front. But hold it tight and the 6 o'clock shot is yours. They'll never shake you. If that fails, you can still deliberately depart the plane as a last resort maneuver. If you want to slow down for some reason, you want this guy to overshoot, you want to go from 450 to 90 knots as fast as you can, don't pussyfoot it. Depart it. Jam the stick forward, whip it back, and then jam it forward again. This will get you through about 1.5 negative Gs. Then pull it as hard as you can and reverse the rudder. At that point, you can generate enough yaw rate and the airplane will float. If the bandit survives the first shot of the free fighter, they'll be forced to defend. So engaged fighter becomes free. You take turns attacking. It's like an intricate dance. Timing is critical, communication is critical. You're telling your wingman exactly what you're doing. You go high, I'll go low. Exactly what you're doing, exactly how you're setting up the game. The MiG isn't going to go up and down. It's going to go around, or it's going to go around and then down in an ever smaller circle. As the plane turns in smaller and smaller circles, it becomes slower, more vulnerable, while the Phantoms maintain their speed by alternating their attacks. But as long as you keep, so to speak, trading places, what you're doing is hitting the speed bag. Speed bag is the MiG. Each hand keeps going back and forth, pounding him. He can never fly in a straight line. He just keeps getting into a smaller and smaller ball. The ultimate end of any fight doesn't require a weapon to be fired. You can fly the son of the bitch into the ground. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let me know when you're ready.
Top Gun 1-1 ready. Dude's ready. Fighter's ready. Band ready. Check tapes on. Fights on. Fighter's echo. Fights on.
Okay, fights on. So my wingman is off to my right here. There he is. And we're going to bracket this bandit off the nose here.
Top Gun 1, single contact bearing 090, 15 miles, level, 800 knots closure.
Top Gun 1-1, that's us.
Roger, 2 same.
Okay, 2 same. 2 sees the same thing. He's right off the nose here.
10 miles, 10 miles.
Okay, 10 miles. We're going to tell 2 to bracket.
2, let's bracket him. Roger.
Okay, and then we're going to see who the bandit picks. So the MiG's going to either choose me or him, and whoever he picks is the engaged bandit, and whoever he doesn't pick is free.
Leads tally up 5. Here we go.
Leads tally up 5.
Two's tally.
2's tally. Okay, here we go. Here he comes. What's he going to do? He's turning to him.
Engaged.
2's engaged. He's going for 2.
1's free.
So we're free. 1's free. We're going up.
One's going up.
Okay, so number 2 is just keeping him in that defensive 2 circle, and I'm going to go into the egg and roll over on top.
4 o'clock.
And I'm going to roll on top of him and hopefully get the kill right here. As we come around, you got to keep your eye on him. You take your eye off him, you'll lose him at this point. One's in. So that's me, we're in. So 2 knows we're coming down. Here we go. No tone, because it is its rear aspect, the sidewinders we're carrying. So we're going to fly a little bit of lag pursuit here. And then we're going to start pulling onto this Bandit 6. Here we go, right here. Right here, come on. Come on, give me tone. Tone, Fox 2. And splash 1.
Kill F5. Copy kill, knock it off.
Knock it off, alright.
Top Gun 1-1, knock it off. 2, knocked off.
Very cool.
Yes, we got him. Check your fuel. We can set up for another run if you like.
That was pretty cool. So yeah, you can set up and you can do another run if you like. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. Let's go have a look at Tacview. You guys are always saying that you want to see Tacview again, so let's go have a look at that fight. Alright guys, so having a look here at the loose deuce, for anybody who maybe didn't understand the intro, it's a very easy concept because it's a 2v1 situation. You got your bandit here, and this is obviously me and the wingman. This should be a very easy situation for the outnumbering bandits to win. So basically you're going to start off by bracketing the bandit, which means that he's going to come right down the middle here, and you know, you're going to go like this. And at this point the bandit has to choose a guy he wants to fight. Doesn't matter who he chooses. This is why it's a loose deuce. It's a formation of 2 that are very loose. They're going to be reactive to the bandit. So in this situation, if I recall correctly, he chooses my wingman, and he turns towards my wingman. My wingman is now the engaged aircraft. So all he has to do is take the MiG. This is an F5, but it's simulating a MiG. All he has to do is take him into a defensive 2-circle turn, keep him in lag pursuit, keep him busy. That's all his job is. Don't become extra defensive, like don't let the MiG become offensive on you. That's his job, because that really complicates the situation for the free aircraft over here. And if he can just keep this MiG in a 2-circle turn, just turning down here, the free aircraft, so he'll say 2 is engaged and 1 is free. So 1 will climb and he'll do this at the top here, and this is called the egg, right? Because if you look at it, it kind of looks like the shape of an egg here. And he will attack top down and he will kill the bandit. And if he misses, if his Fox 2 misses, he'll follow in, he'll become engaged, and 2 will be free to rinse and repeat this until the bandit's dead. This is the general idea. So let's see how this plays out here. So we'll pull this forward a little bit. Here we go. So the F5 simulating a MiG picks my wingman. This is me right here. Picks my wingman. My wingman is now the engaged bandit, or aircraft I should say. He is engaged with the bandit. He's got him in a 2-circle turn, and I'm free, so I'm climbing. I'm in the egg, I guess you could say. And at the top here, I'm going to throw my nose down lift vector pointed at the bandit. At this point, you know, we heard that you're not going to be looking at gauges. You're going to feel it the whole time. Do it with feel, hands and stick on the thing. You're never going to look at gauges. Always keep your eye on your bandit, because as you climb like this, it becomes very easy to lose the bandit. And if you lose the bandit, the whole thing is ruined, right? This guy might even get killed because you lost visual. So here you go, you're going to come back down. Once again, this guy's job is only to keep this bandit busy in a 2-circle turn, which is what he's doing. He's actually about to become offensive here because the bandit didn't do a good job. But I am coming down. I fly a little bit of lag pursuit here because if I just pull him into the HUD, it'll be high aspect. You know, it's not that's useless to me. So I'm gonna fly a little bit of lag here so that I can get a Fox 2 shot, rear aspect Fox 2 shot here. He's continuing to keep him busy. This guy's still chasing this guy. I'm gonna pull him into the HUD here. There's the tone and the Fox 2 shot that tracks. Splash 1 bandit. And this whole thing took maybe 5 to 7 seconds. So pretty easy. So that is the loose deuce.
Top Gun 1-1 ready. Deuce ready. Fighters ready. Bandit ready. Check tapes on. Lights on. Fighters echo. Fights on.
Okay, same scenario. This time we're gonna, hopefully the bandit will come to me. He'll attack me and we'll be the engaged aircraft, and my number 2 will be free.
Top Gun 1, single contact bearing 090, 15 miles, level, 800 knots closure.
Okay, here we go, he's right off the nose here.
Roger, 2 same.
And this is one of the reasons why when you're in an outnumbered situation, a 2v1, you should almost always win.
10 miles, 10 miles.
You know, like you should, like all odds are stacked against the bandit.
2, let's bracket him. Roger.
Okay, we're gonna bracket this guy. We'll see who he picks. Once again, whoever he picks is the engaged bandit. I keep calling us bandits. You're the engaged fighter, and the other guy is free.
Leads tally F5. Here we go.
Okay.
Deuce tally.
Two's tally. Here we go. Looking for this guy. Here he comes. He's on me.
One's engaged.
One's engaged. So we're gonna take him 2 circle. So number 2 is free.
Going up.
He's going up. He just said he's going up. Bandit's trying to force a 1 circle with me. I'm going to climb over and continue to force 2 circle.
He's at our 1 o'clock.
There it goes. Remember, my job is to just keep him in this fight, keep him defensive, and I don't want to allow him to become offensive on me. One's in. He's on his way down.
12 o'clock now.
Kill him momentarily. We're holding him in lag pursuit here. Even if one misses, I'm slowly becoming offensive. So if one misses, he'll be engaged, and I'll be free to kill this guy. But I won't have to go up to do it. I'm going to be offensive anyway. Okay, Fox 1 by number 2. It missed. Of course, that's just a sparrow. It didn't hit by now, so it probably missed. 2's engaged. 1's free.
1's free. He's on the 12. 1's going up.
1's going up. See if we can get a shot. Tone. Fox 2. And splash. We got him.
Got the kill, knock it off.
Okay, there it is.
Top Gun 1-1, knock it off. 2, knocked off. Yes, we got him.
Campaign's very well made. I love the comms that they have here.
Alright, check your fuel. We can set up for another run if you like.
Okay, that's it. Let's head over to the defensive loose deuce.
Alright, now I'm going to teach you how to use loose deuce tactics defensively. You're cruising along over North Vietnam when a GCI-controlled MiG pops up from below and behind. He's not in the IR lethal cone or guns range yet. The closer fighter will become engaged and turn into the bogey to keep him in sight. Free fighter, one farther from the bogey, increases separation, selects full afterburner, and unloads to accelerate. Fighters now have created a split and force the bogey to choose between them. Once the bogey is committed to the engaged fighter, the free fighter pulls up and turns back in for the kill, while the engaged fighter maneuvers to force the bogey into a predictable flight path. And now it's the same as what we did before. Fighters alternate their attacks, one keeping the pressure on the bogey and the other pulling up into an egg. Clear as mud? Alright, let's do it.
Okay, so very similar concept here, except that we're starting defensive. Same thing, the bandit's going to come up behind, somebody's going to get engaged by the bandit. Their job will be to keep the bandit busy in a 2-circle turn, while the other guy goes up, the free fighter goes up, and comes back down and kills the bandit.
Tally ho, bandit, 8 o'clock.
Okay, bandit 8 o'clock. Two's tally, so he sees him.
One's engaged.
One's engaged, so he's on us.
Two's free.
Two's free, so he's going up. Where's that bandit? There he is, I see him, he's right here. Look at this, yeah, he's coming right here.
Flares.
Yeah,
We're just going up.
okay, we're dropping flares here. Remember, just keep your speed. You don't want to get too slow here, because if he becomes offensive, you're actually gonna make it much harder for the other guy to kill him if he's offensive on you. Look at this, he's pulling lead here.
Two's in.
Fox 2 that misses. Two's in, he said. He's on his way down.
We got nailed. 1 o'clock.
There we go. See, his nose is stuck in lag. I'm doing fine so far. Still holding good speed here. Bandit is still in that 2-circle turn with me, but he can't do a whole lot from here. We're going to dump the nose.
Fox 1.
Fox 1, he says. Really need him to get this guy off me. Come on, dude. Sparrow missed again.
Two's engaged.
Two's engaged. Really
One's
gotta get this guy off me. One's free. So Two's got him. Now I'm free.
Fox 2.
Okay, he's got a Fox 2 off at the bandit. And kill bandit.
Kill F5. Got the kill, knock it off. Top gun 1-1, knock it off. 2, knocked off.
Okay, so that was pretty cool. We kept him defensive the entire time. He did get off one missile at me, but was no factor. And number 2 killed him.
Alright, check your fuel. We can set up for another run if you like.
Let's go ahead and have a look at the Tacview for that fight. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at the defensive loose deuce. Exact same concept, but you know, you're going to start defensive here, simulating a MiG that's under ground control intercept control. He's going to come over, he's going to attack one of you. It's going to be me this time that he's going to attack. So I will be same concept as just the normal loose deuce. I'm going to be the engaged aircraft, and my number 2 is going to be free. So what's going to happen is, because this aircraft is outside of IR range and gun range, I can respond in a similar way, so that when he comes up on my 6 here, I can pull him into a 2-circle. And I'm going to keep him busy. And just like the other scenario, my wingman is free, so he'll go up, he'll come down, and he will attack and kill the bandit on my 6. This is the concept. Let's see how it plays out. We can speed it up a little bit. There we go. So okay, so I see him. I turn into the bandit, right? This is important. You don't turn away from the bandit. So if he's coming like this, you don't turn like this, right? Because then he'll just take a Fox 2 shot and you'll die. So when he's coming like this, you're going to turn into him like this. Okay, this is very important. So you turn into him and look at the number 2. He goes up and you're communicating the whole time. 1's engaged and he goes 2 is free and he goes up. And there's a Fox 2 shot that misses, a couple of flares. This guy's taking a sweet time coming around. Number 2 here. Here he comes, attacking. Now he comes down. This guy's in trouble. I'm still holding him in the 2-circle. Fox 1 shot here that misses. Your standard Sparrow. And he is still technically offensive here, so he's going to take a second shot here, but technically at this point he is engaged. He's the engaged aircraft and I am now free, so I could climb, but it's not going to come to that, because look at this, Fox 2 connects, dead bandit. So that's how that's going to work. So one guy keeps him busy, the other guy kills him. That's the defensive loose deuce.
Lights on.
Okay, let's do one more. This is again the defensive loose deuce, and we're going to see, maybe I can where's my wingman? There he is. Alright, hopefully he'll go after him, and he'll be the engaged fighter, and I'll be free. And hopefully we can do it a little faster than number 2 did for me last round, because he really kept me in that fight for a long time.
Hello, bandit, 4 o'clock.
Bandit.
Lead tally at 5, here we go.
Okay, at least tally.
2's engaged.
2's engaged.
1's free.
1's free. Okay, we're free. We're going up. Very important that we very quickly establish visual. Here he is, I got him. Going up. Keeping your eyes on the bandit. Don't lose visual at this point.
We have a friendly 2 o'clock, 4 miles.
One's in.
Goes, maintain that visual.
We got nailed, 1 o'clock.
Here he is.
ATOL.
He's got a missile off at number 2. Number 2 is a little too defensive at this point. And this is why they say he becomes a hindrance to me if he's too defensive. Look at this guy. He's getting shot at by this bandit. He's not at his 2-circle pull. That's the issue there. That's why he's getting shot at by this bandit. Here, I'm going to take a Fox 2 shot here.
ATOL.
He took a shot. Mine does not track. It was a desperate shot. I had no tone anyway. Here we go. We got tone. Fox 2 again. And that one's tracking. Splash. There we go. Kill F5.
Got the kill, knock it off.
That was actually kind of hard.
1-1, knock it off. 2, knocked off. That's what I'm talking about. Shit hot flying.
All right, that's cool. That's the defensive loose deuce.
All right, check your fuel. We can set up for another run if you like.
Yeah, so just like all the other scenarios, you can set up for a different run if you like. And it's randomized every time. Okay, so there you have it, guys. That's a little preview of the MiG Killers campaign by Reflected Simulations. Again, that's not currently out from my understanding. It is expected to come out with the next update. We'll see if that is true. Hopefully it does, and you guys can pick it up there. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's a very good campaign, very well made, and the comms are excellent. And, you know, you really do get a feel for being in a Top Gun training program. So I highly recommend it. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.